What's going on, everyone? Justin here with Trading Cards and More, back with another video. So I got inspired watching a channel called PSA Collector. I'll have his link down in the description, guys. One thing that I like to do is purchase new products and take the cards, grade them with PSA, and resell them and turn a profit. Namely, I do it with Pokemon cards. Now, this particular set here at release costed about $100 retail price. It's called a Premium Trainers XY Collection, and you can actually pick these up off eBay now for about $60, $70 a box. So I ended up picking up 2 boxes, and I'll tell you why. The cards within these promotional cards, the trainer cards, there's some gold bordered EX cards, there's just some really cool cards in this set, and yeah, pretty much shows on the bottom everything you get, but you get basically 14 different promotional cards. You get some dice, you get some card sleeves, 2 packs of cards, and yeah, it's a pretty good box. So the reason why this grabbed my attention, I sold these cards a couple years back. I cracked a couple boxes of these, sent them off to PSA, namely because I wanted these cards in my personal collection. I've been collecting all the full art trainer cards that came out of XY, as well as Sun and Moon. Even though these cards aren't from a regular set, I'm still collecting them and trying to get them all. These I got pretty easily in the PSA 10 condition. Most of the cards that came back from this particular set were 10s that I did grade. There was maybe only a couple that actually graded a 9. Blacksmith there. Delinquent. Now I'm going to go on eBay and actually show you guys what these cards sell for. There's the N there. And then you guys can make a judgment call for yourself as to whether you think this is a good deal or not. That's the Shauna. You got the Karen. This being the best one in the box, and I'll show you the eBay prices now and just show you guys what these cards sell for. Alright guys, we're going to get into it and look up these cards and see what they're selling for. Here's the Karen right here, $49. We're going to look at sold here and see what pops up. Here's one for $44.95. Here's another one for $48.99. Looks like they took a best offer, so that's going to be a decent card to grade right there. Doesn't look like we have any sold on the English version of the Delinquent, but here's a Japanese one that sold for $40. This is what I noticed on a lot of these. People are asking a little bit much on these. $75, $55.99. Looks like they got 2 watchers. $90, that's Canadian, then $71.95. This would probably be easy sale at around, $30 to $40 range. Maybe $45 if you're stretching it. Here we have the Blacksmith, $34.99, $29.65 free shipping. So this would be a card that I wouldn't really grade. There's one that sold. It looks like they took a best offer. Reason why you're going to pay $10 to grade it, that's with a bulk submission. You're going to wait 2 to 4 months to get the card back. Let's say you sell it, best case scenario, $30. After you pay all the fees, eBay fees, PayPal fees, it's not really worth it to me personally. Maybe you find it to be worth it and you would grade that card, but here's the Hex Maniac, and wow, $145 for a Japanese one. That seems a little bit pricey. $50 shipped on the Hex Maniac, so that's definitely a good one to grade. Here it is for $75 Canadian. Tells us the US conversion is $57 on that one, so you'll definitely be able to compete with these people. As I said, some of these people seem to be asking a little bit much. Here's the Team Flare Grunt, $59.99. Like I said, these are a little bit priced high, I believe. Yeah, see, the sold, $35 shipped. Here's the N, and at one point I was getting about $100 for this card, and then the price just kind of dropped off, but you can see $33.99. So here's the Shauna. Now, there's one that sold for $127.49 according to this, but I don't know if I really believe that. Here you have that same exact card, $127.49, showing that it hasn't sold yet. Then you have one for $99, $149, $149. This was about a $50 card when I sold it the last. I'm not finding anything for the white Veltal. Okay, here we go. $75, $60, $179. Those prices are a little high as well. Now here's the Shaman. This was a card I was really looking at. $80. Looks like they're auctioning theirs off. $110, $149. Trying to find some solds here. Here's one for $47, so still goes for a pretty decent amount of money. As far as the ones I wouldn't consider grading, like the camera up, I'm trying to look here to find it. Yeah, this is the only one I'm seeing on here, and they want $150, which is just ridiculous. That card, I think when I sold it, was around $20. And the Reggie Rock, $35 they're asking on that one. There's one for $40, so I don't see any Reggie Rocks that have sold for that card. Same with the Sharpedo, I'm not seeing any sold, and once again I'm seeing stuff that's overpriced. $110 on that one, $76, $75. They're never going to sell at that price. I think I sold mine for like $25. Here's the last one. This was $55, it looks like. This is the Japanese version there, and then see if there's any sold. Yeah, none sold. Now let's take a look at the PSA pop report on these cards, guys. Alright, here we have the Jirachi holographic card. 37 10s, 23 9s. So that's not too high of a pop report. Here's the Yveltal EX 42 is the pop report on that one. Here's the Karen. We pulled a nice Karen out of there. That's a 52 on the pop report of 10s. To look at the rest of them, we got Reggie Rock EX pop 17 on the 10. Agaslash 26 on that one. Team Flare Grunt 23. This says pop 1, but they created a new listing for it. The same exact card, makes no sense. Hex Maniac 42 in a 10. The Shaman has 56. I think that's the second highest one. Blacksmith is pop 25 on the PSA 10. Delinquent 28, and the Full Art N has a pop of 59. That's the highest one. And the Shauna with a 49. Also, I found this kind of interesting. The Pikachu coin, somebody actually graded that, and it has a pop 1 on a 10, pop 1 on a 9. I just kind of got a kick out of that. Sometimes you got to think outside the box here, and that looks like what that person did. I'm not sure if they just did it for their collection or if they're doing it to try to resell the coin, but yeah, that's kind of weird. So let me know what you thought. Definitely some money to be made on these cards. I showed you the prices that they're listed for, the prices that they're selling for, what the pop reports are on these things. I've graded these cards a couple of times. I've gotten some bunch of 10s back, and I've made some money on these cards for sure. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and let's get back to opening these cards up and checking them out. So as you can see, there's definitely some money to be made with these cards. These ones, like I said, are in my personal collection, but they're going for pretty decent money. I do remember when the N was going for like upwards of close to $100 when I first got it, and I think I had to lower the price on the second one that I graded. Pretty sure I graded like 2 or 3 of these boxes. And I sold all the cards. They've already been sold, so I decided to pick up these boxes. We're going to open them up, take a look at the cards, see what cards are worthy of the grading. Yeah, I was really surprised the price was $60 on these, being that at release I remember getting these at Walmart for $99.99 plus tax. So I'm not really sure how many of these were actually made. So this part of it, you kind of want to cut that off. I don't know why they have that so in there so bad. Okay, I already see some edge wear on these darn things. Right off the start, I don't know if it got some damage in the packaging, but there's a few little white dots right here. This card would definitely only grade a 9 at best. So that's kind of a bummer. The N isn't selling for a ton of money. I think it's only around $35 or something, so that one's probably not going to be graded. I could probably just sell that ungraded. Alright, next we have the Team Flare Grunt. Once again, right along that edge that was in the packaging. Yeah, you can see some whiting right there, right along the edge. So that one's not going to be worth grading. I'm only grading these if I know pretty much they're going to be coming back at 10. Alright, probably the most important card is the Shaman. So the centering on this looks really, really good. So you got the left and right borders, top to bottom borders. kind of covered up with the full art, but you can definitely see it's pretty well centered. Nicely centered, nicely cut on the back. This is a problem sometimes I have with promotional cards. See, there it was almost like indented right there. That's not good. That is not good at all. So far on this box we're not having very good luck. This one is a little bowed. Left to right, looks pretty decent. A little bit off, top to bottom. So this one's looking the best out of all of them. I'm not seeing any bad indents or anything. Centering's good on the front. Maybe a tiny little white dot right there. No, that does have also. Look towards the top, like right here. Hard to pick that up, but it does have the same thing where like the card almost got scratched or something, or indented. That being said, that one's not going to be graded either. Here's some of the other contents that come in the box here. You have, why was this tape is like coming off this thing? That's weird. Doesn't seem that's been tampered with or anything. Just like the tape. That is the weirdest thing. It's tape, but there's like something stuck on there. Okay. And then you have 2 packs of cards. You got Roaring Skies and Primal Clash. I'll probably just keep those sealed, and then you get a card with a code on it. 2 different artworks for the sleeves. These are pretty nice. Probably just sell these as a pair. Easy money there. Then the rest of the cards are going to be right here. You have these dice in here as well. Don't really do anything with those. Alright, these are hopefully going to be in better shape than those other ones. Okay, this one doesn't have any indents like that other one did. And this is the Shauna, so this is a good one. A little bit bowed, but that doesn't matter as long as it's not bent or has a crease. So, nice looking card. A little bit off-centered, but that's definitely going to go to PSA. Hopefully they give it a 10. If it gets a 9, still be able to recoup the money. So, there she is. Okay, let's see what the next card is here. Another one that looks good on the back. Tiny little white spot right there. I mean, the cut of these cards isn't perfect. They didn't use the better cardstock quality. Maybe I'll get into that in a future video about cardstock, but nice crisp cut edges. Corners just, you notice like a little bit of, tiny little bit of white, but it's not horrible. We'll think about grading that one. I'm not sure off the top of my head what that goes for, so we may do that one, we may not. This is the Blacksmith. I know he sells for about 30 bucks in a 10. Not bad, we'll think about that one. I recall it being much easier the first time around getting these graded. Pretty easy to get 10s, but you're taking a risk anytime you do this. You just never know if you're going to get the top quality cards out of these. But, yeah, this Hex Maniac is looking pretty good. I think that should get a 10. It's the Karen. Does that look a little top to bottom? Yeah. A little bit top to bottom. The top is a little thicker than the bottom here. That'll probably knock it down to a 9. Then if you look on the back, same scenario. So I'll probably still grade that one. That one goes for a decent amount in a 10. I'll probably still make a little bit off of it if I get a 9. So another cool thing, you do get this Pikachu coin, and I did notice that somebody actually graded one of these. I just thought that was the weirdest thing, that somebody would grade the Pikachu coin. Alright, Jirachi. This one's sold for me in the past, in a 9 and in a 10. So it's looking pretty good. Okay, that's this one I won't grade these ones because they don't really bring that much money. Even in a 10, you're lucky to get 20 bucks, so not really worth my time. I'll probably just lot them together and sell them ungraded. Same with the Camera Up and the Sharpedo and the Reggie Rock. I mean, I've sold these in 10s before, but it just really isn't worth it to me just to turn around and sell the card for 20 bucks. You're paying 10 bucks just to grade it, and then if you happen to not even get the 10, you're out money. So for the second box, I'm probably just going to open it up, check it out, and then I'll let you guys know how it looks. Alright, so the second box was kind of worse than the first box there. It was kind of a disappointment. I ended up with the Hex Maniac that looked pretty good. And then another Karen that looked pretty good. Just to give you a look at my PSA 10 here versus this one. Hard to tell, but this one does, the PSA 10, pretty good centering and everything. Then on the back, I know there was a couple little white dots up here. I do like to put the price on there sometimes just to see, like, you know, this was back in 2018. It was selling for around 50 bucks, so I like to just kind of keep track of the price and if it swings or anything. So yeah, that I'm thinking that's going to get a 10, but you just never know. Everything looks pretty good on the Hex Maniac. I think we had one, yeah, we had one in the first box with the Hex Maniac and the Karen, so we're going to grade 2 of each on those ones. And then we had the Shauna, and then we had a Jirachi. Yeah, the N out of the other box here had a little white dot there, a couple more there, so I think that's going to knock it down to a 9. And then the worst part was the Shaman. I couldn't believe, I seen it in the box, it was kind of bowed, you can see there. The card's bowed, but if you look at it from this angle, might not be able to tell, but sometimes this will happen with Pokemon cards when they're in the packaging, but the card like is wavy over in this area. So not only is it bowed, but it's got a pretty bad waviness to it, which is probably going to keep me from grading that card because it just looks really bad because it goes wavy like this. I don't know, let me know in the comments if you've ever had cards come out like that. Not too happy about that, but overall, I guess this is what you can come to expect on these. I had way better luck the first time I graded these cards. I got 10s out of pretty much all of them, but this time around, it seemed like the cards in the front, especially with like the lines in the back of them, and just I don't know how just sitting in the packaging like that they can get kind of warped or whatever. But a lot of these will probably lot together and just sell them off. You can sell them off individually. I'll be able to recoup a lot of my money. Like I said, I only spent $60 on each one of these boxes, so even if these cards right here, if these all come back at 10, I'm going to make money on this either way. And then the sleeves, I got 2 sets of sleeves. I purchased these because I seen the prices on some of these are definitely going up in price, and the pop reports on most of them are 50 or less, which is pretty decent. You don't see too many of them on the market, and the people that do have them for sale, they're asking higher dollars, which means you can swoop in, charge $5 less for the card, and you're going to be that first one that gets a sale. So yeah, I think this is going to be it for the video. Hopefully you learned something here. I'm going to try to do more videos like this where I just open like some different kinds of products and stuff and just talk about them and see what you guys think. Premium Trainers Collection, still a pretty cool set, still pretty affordable, at especially the $60 to $70 price point. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more videos. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.